Year 2014 is almost over, and as such an occasion is upon us, I would like to take a time and reflect upon the most surprising, rewarding, and generally very positive experiences that PC games have blessed us with. My name is Integer and welcome to my Christmas and New Year's special series, The Remarkable Ones of 2014. However, before I kick off my list, where I will share my thoughts and general banter one game per episode, I would like to have a quick mention of other PC games that were not necessarily much worse, yet due to time and effort preservation will not have their own individual episodes.
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
Okay, that doesn't work. Gonna use my ticket. Give up. You and me now.
I begin my series with World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor expansion, released on 13th of November 2014. Although the joy of official launch at 11 PM UK time was somewhat shrouded and haunted by the perilous server down message, constant disconnections and overall unstable and incredibly laggy gameplay, I managed to get into the game 3 or 4 hours after, and was, suffice to say, not the only person to do so. Simple design flaws by Blizzard meant first few quests after entering the portal into Draenor required you to click a specific item or monster and would allow only one player to complete the objective per click. This led to huge crowds, hundreds of players, people standing on top of each other, clicking that one cage with prisoner that needed to be freed, or trying to disable that one magical crystal necessary for the completion of the quest, at minutes at one end. Sometimes something that should have been a quick runaround turned into mindless clickfest for 15 or 20 minutes trying to get that achievement. Mob kill quests weren't better too, but in the very end most of it was expected and should not have been surprising. If you look past that, however, Warlords of Draenor is an incredibly fun, lore-rich world with engaging, flowing quest lines, interesting characters and gripping plot lines, where you fight alongside Draenor natives who dare to oppose the ideals and plans of the Iron Horde, as we know, proposed by Garrosh, be it Velen and Draenei for the Alliance, or Durotan and his Frostwolf clan for the Azeroth Horde, not to be confused with the Iron Horde. Implementation of Garrison, your own personal base, where you choose what buildings to establish, all of which bear different benefits, and recruitment of followers, who you then send on missions to reap rewards for you. Warlords of Draenor has a much more personal feel to it, even if it's essentially a rework of daily questing, reputation grinding, and any other repetitive tasks that were implemented in the game earlier. The only difference is, at this time of the day, they all have a shared theme. They're all implemented in your garrison, your own personal base. Although I am yet to try out any current endgame content, such as raids and whatnot, yet zone, dungeon and boss designs feel pretty impressive to me already. There are a lot of new mechanics, like bonus objectives in certain areas to reward you with heaps of experience, several different quest lines in each zone, which are individual enough so that if you didn't feel like doing one of them and would like to move to a new zone, you wouldn't miss too much in the greater run. Of course, nostalgia plays a huge part in all of this. Seeing Shadow Moon Valley before its corruption and destruction by both plots and devices of Gul'dan and later Illidan, Nagrand in the days of Orcish glory, and learning the history of Arakoa and their fall from grace, all brings back the feelings for the Burning Crusade, which a lot of long-lasting WoW players keep with high regard. Of course, one could argue that simplification of professions which did take place, and the consequent limitations that were implemented, only up to 3 crafted items wearable at one time per player, lack of pre-level 100 gear recipes, and very much streamlined production, which focuses heavily on the high cost of time rather than effort, takes away a lot from their charm. However, auction houses are still heaving with them, and players still strive to obtain these items to increase their item level so as to slip past that eye level requirement to be able to raid, which in the end means that they still have a place under the sun of World of Draenor. I have barely scratched the surface of the newest World of Warcraft expansion Essence, with each class receiving huge changes, rebalances and tweaks, guild leveling system removed and perks reworked, amongst other old things. However, what matters to me is that the new content feels fresh, It feels well thought through, it feels flushed, presented in an interesting, grappling way, and most importantly, it's fun. Times do change, and Blizzard is certainly trying to keep up with changing trends to keep old players interested and new players hooked. In my opinion, they succeeded in doing so 100%. And I personally cannot wait to get into World of Draenor's raiding and see what they bring for us in the future.